If you've ever wondered why some of the smartest people you know seem completely ordinary on the surface, this video will change how you see intelligence forever. Most people think genius looks like Einstein's wild hair or Sheldon Cooper's arrogance, but here's what neuroscience actually tells us. The most intelligent people often fly completely under the radar. They're the ones sitting quietly in meetings, the ones who never brag about their achievements, the ones who seem almost boring. Today we're auditing what I call stealth intelligence, the psychology behind people whose minds are operating at genius level, but you'd never know it. And if this sounds familiar, well, there might be a reason for that. Let's start with the most counterintuitive trait. Highly intelligent people who appear normal have mastered something called cognitive camouflage. While average intelligence seeks validation through displays of knowledge, true intelligence understands that being the smartest person in the room means never needing to prove it. This isn't humility, it's strategic. Research from the University of Rochester shows that individuals with higher fluid intelligence are more likely to engage in what psychologists call social calibration. They automatically adjust their communication style to their audience. They're not dumbing themselves down, they're optimizing for connection over impression. Second, they have what I call the boredom paradox. While most people fear being bored, stealth intelligent individuals actually seek it out. They understand that boredom is where breakthrough thinking happens. When their minds aren't being stimulated externally, that's when the real work begins. Neuroscientist Dr. Heather Berlin's research reveals that during unstimulated states, highly intelligent brains show increased activity in the default mode network, the brain's screensaver that's actually running complex background processes. They're not spacing out, they're processing. Third, they practice intellectual humility to an almost pathological degree. While the Dunning-Kruger effect shows us that incompetent people overestimate their abilities, truly intelligent people do the opposite. They're acutely aware of how much they don't know. This creates what researchers call the knowledge paradox. The more you learn, the more you realize the vastness of your ignorance. So while others are confident in their limited knowledge, stealth intelligent people are perpetually uncertain. And that uncertainty, it's actually their superpower. Fourth, they have an unusual relationship with small talk. Most people think intelligent people hate small talk because it's beneath them. Wrong. They've actually mastered it as a form of social reconnaissance. They use seemingly meaningless conversations to gather data about how people think, what motivates them, what their cognitive patterns are. Dr. Robin Dunbar's research on social cognition shows that individuals with higher intelligence are better at what he calls mentalizing, understanding the mental states of others. Small talk isn't torture for them, it's intelligence gathering. Fifth, they suffer from analysis paralysis, but in a very specific way. It's not that they can't make decisions, it's that they see too many variables. Their brains are constantly running probability calculations, considering second and third order effects that others miss entirely. This is why they might take forever to choose a restaurant, but can make complex strategic decisions quickly. The restaurant choice involves weighing dozens of subjective variables, but strategic decisions have clear optimization targets. Sixth, they experience what I call intellectual loneliness. This isn't about thinking they're better than others. It's about the exhaustion of constantly translating their thoughts into simpler terms. They've learned that sharing their actual thought processes often makes others uncomfortable. So they develop what psychologists call cognitive code switching. They maintain multiple versions of themselves for different social contexts. The version they show the world is often the least interesting version of who they actually are. And finally, the most telling sign of stealth intelligence, they have an almost supernatural ability to predict outcomes, but they rarely share these predictions. They've seen patterns others miss. They anticipate problems before they happen. They understand systems thinking in ways that seem almost prophetic. But they've also learned that saying, "I told you so," is social suicide. So if you recognize yourself in these patterns, if you've ever felt like you're hiding your true intellectual capacity behind a mask of normalcy, pause. You're not broken. You're not weird. You're just operating with a different cognitive architecture. The world needs people who can think deeply while appearing approachable, who can solve complex problems without making others feel inadequate, who can be brilliant without being insufferable. That's not hiding your intelligence, that's mastering it.